Maybe there isn't, maybe there is, who knows. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. You guess? You should look forward to it. Should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna pick Yuri. She doesn't seem too excited about this. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Oh, come on, be honest, that's what you mean. Did I just raise my voice? Yes, you did. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Or hasn't. It's been less than a minute. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. I think it's an understatement. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Oh shit, I actually skipped a little bit of text there, whoops. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Actually, wait, can I use history to actually check what you just said there? Let's see. Oh yeah, I can, there. The most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Okay. Alright, so at the very least, if you do accidentally skip a line like I just did, then you can go back and read it, that's cool. The result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. So I guess it's very likely this may just be a front that she's putting on. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them all and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. You know, she knows a lot more about this than I was expecting. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by experience and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Why can't it be all three? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. See what her... I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Well, it is, but... Let's see this. A host under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's deep. It's very deep. Very, very deep poem here. Okay. I like it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's not terrible handwriting, it's just cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Only because I read it out loud. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Is that the word you're using to describe it? It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Is the next one gonna be, like, something horror-related? Very likely. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Well, I'll take that as a yes. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, John. That's not what I was assuming it was about, but that's what the character assumed, I guess. Really? Must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Well, I got it partially right. I partially interpreted it correctly, but I also interpreted it wrong at the same time. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. And here you know that Yuri actually is a decent writer. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, next person I should show my poem to next. Let's see, I have a choice between Natsuki and Monica. Natsuki looks like a 13-year-old, so I'm definitely not. So yeah, let's try showing it to Monica, because why not? Hi, John. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. This keyboard's pissing me off. It's really unresponsive. I don't know if I just have it configured wrong or what, but anyway. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you the suggestions you want. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. There's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Yeah, I did try to go for pleasing Sayori and also a little bit for pleasing Yuri, so, yeah, I'm kind of wondering how Natsuki will react to it. You'd be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, you may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. She loves you. Or, honestly, I don't know. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. That's a lot deeper than I was intending. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things, too? So her thing is emotions, then? I thought she might have just been random from her own description, but yeah, it's totally unexpected. Not entirely. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Except that I probably do have to worry about impressing them, otherwise there wouldn't be an entire mechanic devoted to impressing them. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yeah, why not? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. Peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole that wasn't too bright. It was too deep, etching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. And that's what happens when you look at Satan. I guess, I don't know. I probably totally misinterpreted this. No, they mentioned that specifically that it's not bright. It's not bright, but I guess it's supposed to be kind of deep. I'm trying to think of what it means.